Hello guys, how are you today? My name is Abdul Ahwan from Indonesia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video we are going to continue the previous video how do we create like tracker app, and in this video we are going to add more feature which is something like detail cases for every country in our RecyclerView. But before we are going to the main topic of this video, I am so grateful if you want to click the subscribe button to make this channel growing up. Okay, thank you so much and let's get started with my video. Okay guys, first of all I want to say sorry for my English is not good, so if the word I use are incorrect, please help me to point out. Before we continue this section, make sure you have watched my previous video and make sure you have download my previous project, link in the description below. And if you want to give me donation or something like buy a cup of coffee for me, link in the description below. Alright, and we open our previous project, and this is our previous project. And for the very first we need to check our API, and we see here this key and this value, and we see this value it's kind of like millisecond, so we can convert this to human readable date, and we back to our Android Studio. And firstly we need to update our layout, so we go to our fragment home, and below this total recovered we add new text view, and we say web content, and we give ID, let's say less update, and we set style, let's say label font style, and for the color we set it to white, and then we say tools text less update. Alright, look like this, and we need to set alignment center. Alright, let's update it, and then the date, and we see day, and then month, and then year, and hour, minutes, and second, and then EM or PM. And we need to give margin top, and for the margin top let's say 20 dp. Alright, look like this, and we go to our home fragment, and we need to declare here TV less updated, and we call our view here, maybe here, and we say TV less updated, and we go to our try catch statement here, let's say TV less update, and we set text. And before we set our text view, we need to create a new method here, let's say get date, and we give parameter long millisecond, and we need to return something. Alright, and we call simple date format here, and we call it formatter, and we say and for the pattern we say AAA, and then Alright, this AAA stand for day, and this something like day, and this is mount, and this is here. So our date will be like this. Let's say Monday, and then 23 March and 2020, and let's say alright, look like this. Monday 23 March and 2020, and this hour, minute, and second, and this is EM or PM. Alright, and below this we need to call a calendar, and we call it calendar, and this is, and we say calendar dot get instance, and we say calendar dot time in millis, and we call millisecond here, and we need to return something here, and let's say formatter dot format, and we need to format our calendar dot get time. Alright, and then we back to our try catch statement. Here, and let's say let's update it, and we give new line here, and we say JSON, we say get date, and we say JSON object dot get long, and we say update it. So this JSON object will be convert to string using this method. Alright, and the next step is we go to our another layout. Let's say fragment country, and above this we need to give a new linear layout, let's say 50 dp, and inside this linear layout we say text view, and this text view will show us the total country around the world, and we give ID here, let's say TV total countries, and we give text here, let's say, and we need to set gravity here, let's say center, this is a match parent, and we need to set background color maybe primary dark, and we need to set a text color maybe white, and we say style here, let's say total font style, and maybe we set our text view to be let's say text size, and we say 24 sp, and then we need to this below and we give ID to our linear layout, and we give ID, let's say linear layout total countries, and we say here below linear layout. Alright, look like this. And then we go to our item list COVID country. And let's say here background, let's say primary. Alright, and we update our layout, and let's say we want to resize our text view to be 24, and this is 24 again. Alright, and we need to create a new drawable resource. So this resource would be our divider for every item in our RecyclerView. So let's say line divider. And inside this drawable, we say and let's say rectangle, and inside the shape we need to give a color, let's say solid and color, and let's say white. And then for the size, we say width 0.5 dp, and then for the height 0.5 dp again, and for the color maybe something like light gray. Alright, and we need to go to create a new activity in our country. Let's say new activity, and select empty activity, and we name it as COVID country detail, and generate layout file, and uncheck launcher activity, and finish, and add. Alright, and we need to go to activity COVID country detail, and we need to update our layout. And we say relative layout here. Alright, and inside this relative layout, let's say background primary, and inside this relative layout we say linear layout. Let's say wrap content, and inside this linear layout we say text view, and we say wrap content, and we give ID to our linear layout. Let's say Alright, and the next step is we need to set this linear layout center in parent, let's say here, and inside this linear layout we say linear layout again, and then inside this linear layout we say text view, and we say, let's say text, and then total cases, and for the text color let's say white, and then we give style, let's say label. Alright, and for the text size 12 sp. Alright, and we need to duplicate this, and below this text view, and we need to change orientation to vertical, and we need to change this to total font style, and for the text size let's say 26 sp, and then let's say for the text color total confirm, and for the margin top minus 10 dB. Alright, and we need to change this, let's say alright, and we need to give something like margin 16 dB, and we need to duplicate this linear layout, and we paste below this, and we change this to 2D cases, and this to maybe 45. Alright, and then we need to duplicate this, and we give ID to our linear layout, let's say linear layout cases, and we paste below this, and we say below cases. Alright, and we change this to total date, and this to today date, and then for the color we say date, and this to today date. Alright, and then for the total date let's say this just a demi. And for the today, let's say 4. Alright, and we need to give ID to our linear layout. Let's say linear layout date, and we need to give one more. So we say this, and we give ID to our linear layout. Let's say linear layout recovered, and we just need one linear layout inside that, and then we need to change to recovered, and for the this to total recovered. Alright, and below that we need to paste again. Then we say below total recovered, and then we need to, let's say total active, and this to total critical. Alright, and for the total active, let's say around 2000, and then for the critical, let's say 3. Alright, and we need to give ID for every disk. Let's say TV detail total critical, and this to detail total active, and this one to total recovered, and this one to, I'm sorry, here, and this to today date, and this to total date, and this to today cases, and this one to total cases. Alright, it look like this. And the next step is we need to create a new Java class inside our country, and for the code you can see on my git on GitHub. So we create ItemClickSupport, and you can copy my code. Okay, so my code would be look like this, and the next step is we need to create ID value resource in our values. And we see here. Alright, and then we need to go to and then we need to go to our COVID country detail, and inside this we need to call our text view. Let's say the first one is country name, and then TV detail country name, and we need to copy this, and we say again total cases, and then today cases, and then total date, and then today date. And again we need to call total recovered, and then again total active, and the last is total critical. So we can see on the API, and we see this country name, total cases, today cases, total dates, today date, and the last is critical. And I think I don't use this key and value. Alright, and we need to call our view, and let's say TV detail country name, and we say find view by ID, and we say detail country name, and we need to duplicate this 7 times. 1, and we call detail cases, and these two total cases, and these two today cases, and these two today cases, and these two total date, and these two total date, and these two today date, and these two today date, and these two total recovered, and these two total recovered, and these two total active, and these two active too, and these two critical, and these two critical. Alright, and then we need to call our, let's say COVID country, and we say here COVID country, and let's say COVID country, and we get intent, get parcel label extra, and let's say extra COVID, but we haven't yet make our COVID country to be parcelable. Alright, and we need to set, so we need to copy this, and we need to delete, and we set text here, and then we need to call our COVID country, and we say get COVID country, And before that, we need to back to our COVID country here, and let's say COVID country name, total cases, today cases, update, today date, recover, active, and we need to add M active, and so we need to create a new constructor here, and okay, and look like this. And then we need to generate jitter, and we call all of that, and then we need to generate a parcel label, and make sure you have download plugin parcel label. Okay, and look like this. Alright, and we back here, and let's send this to say set text, and then COVID country dot get m COVID country, I'm sorry, it's not get method, so we need to delete and then generate jitter. Alright, and we need to duplicate this, and let's say this to cases, and this to today cases, and this to total date, and this to today date, and this to recovered, and this to active, and this one to critical. Alright, and the next step is we need to go to our fragment, so we need to close all, and we need to go to country fragment, and inside this we need to, let's say here we need to modify this, and we need to create a new method, and let's say so selected country, COVID country I mean, and inside that we need to say intent, and let's say COVID country detail, and we need to say new intent get activity, and then COVID country detail dot class, and then we say here COVID country detail and we say put extra, and we say extra COVID, and we say we give a parameter here COVID country, and we call here, and then we need to start activity, and we give this, and inside this show recycler view we need to call our item click listener. Item click support, and add to, and we say RV COVID country, and then we say set on item click listener, and we say new item click support on item click, and inside that we say so selected COVID country, and we say COVID countries dot get position. So this will be show detail for every item in our recycler view based on the position. Alright, and the last but not least, we need to modify this so we can see our API. The first one is country, cases, today cases, date, today date, and more. So we need to show this and split vertically, and we back to our fragment. And let's say get string country, cases, and then today cases. Okay, today cases, and let's say again today cases, and then date, get string, and so we need to duplicate this, and we say again today date, and again today date, and so recovered, and again so active, and the last is critical. Alright, something like this. So let's make it like this. So let's see our Android manifest. So we see here our activity, and yeah, so we need to close this, and we back to our fragment, and we haven't yet set item divider in our fragment. So we call here, let's say below this, let's say divider, and we say RV COVID country, and get contact, and we say divider item decoration, and we say vertical here, and then we say set drawable contact compact, and then get drawable and get contact, and we say line divider, and then RV COVID country, and add item decoration, and we give divider item decoration. Alright, and let's try run our app. Alright, so we see here this is a home layout or home fragment. So we see let's update it Monday 23 March, and let's see, we need to modify our pattern. So we need to this one again, and let's see. Okay, 23 March, blah 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 and more, and then we click country. Alright, we haven't yet see our text view because I'm forget. So we see this kind of divider. So let's click one item, let's say China, and we see detail, and then let's say Netherlands, and yeah. So I think we need to give a padding, and we need to set this. So we back to our country fragment, and we call our text view, let's say here maybe, let's say TV total country, and we go to our get data from server, or I think here, let's say TV total country, set text, and we say we need to get JSON array dot length, and then let's say we give blah blah blah, and let's run our app. Alright, we have error here. Alright, so we haven't yet called our text view, so we need to call here. Let's check this. Alright, and let's run again. Alright, and we see here 193 countries, and I think we need to give padding. So we go to our item list, and we say here, maybe let's say padding, and run again. And we see here 193 countries, and let's click Denmark, and we see detail in Denmark: today, total cases, today cases, total deaths, today death, total recovered, and then total critical, total active, and more. Let's see another, let's say Indonesia. Alright, and yeah, that's enough my video today. If you have any questions or a comment, write it down on the comment field. And if you want to download like source code, link in the description below. Thank you so much, and see you again on the next video.